What up, guys? I'm Coach Mike from Plus Power Training, and today we're going to talk about how to reach out to college coaches. All right, so if you're someone that wants to play college baseball, but you have no idea how to reach out to coaches, how to go about it, then this video is going to show you exactly how you should reach out to coaches and tell you what you should say and also what you shouldn't say. All right. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and give you access to an email template that I wrote out for you guys that you can use to send out to coaches for yourself. All right. So that's just kind of like a little fill in the blank, little template for you to use to send out to coaches. Now, before we start reaching out, the first thing that you need to do is make a list of schools that you're interested in. Okay. So you cannot reach out to coaches until you have this list done. That is the number one thing you need to do. All right. If you have no idea or you're unsure what schools you want to go to, that's totally normal. When I was in high school, I really had no idea where I wanted to go. Um, but I'm going to help you guys break it down and make it a little bit more simple. All right. So we're going to break down our school list into three parts. Okay. The three parts include possible schools, reach schools, and dream schools. All right. So first is our possible schools. So for our possible schools, you want to list at least 3 to 5 schools in this category. All right. So the possible schools are the ones that are totally possible for you to get into. They're ones that you know you can for sure play there, and most importantly, know for sure that you will be accepted into that university. Okay, so you can look at your possible schools kind of as a safety blanket list of schools that you wouldn't mind going to if your reach schools and your dream schools don't work out. All right. So, for example, this can be like small state schools, D2, D3 schools, or local universities in your area that you wouldn't mind settling at if you had to. All right. So, that's the possible schools. All right. Next is our reach schools. All right. So, our reach schools are the schools that you want to go to and you're striving to get into. All right. So, these schools are schools that you believe that you can compete at that level of competition athletically, but you also, very important, have the grades to get accepted into that school. All right. A lot of times, guys, start looking for schools and they don't even think about the grades, right? You have to have the grades or else you're not going to get accepted into that school. All right. So for this, you want to have about 5 to 6 reach schools in this list. If you have more, then that's great. Absolutely. The more, the merrier. Because you're going to have more options in the end, but at least 5 reach schools on this reach list. Okay. Now, finally, the last category is going to be a list of dream schools. All right. So these are schools that if you had your choice to go to any school in the country, then that's where you would want to go. Okay. So, for example, this can be schools like big SEC schools, kind of like LSU, Florida, something like that, or a really high academic school such as like Yale, Brown, or something of that caliber that you guys are reaching to play at. Okay. So I want to put this out there. Even if you don't truly believe that you could play there or you don't have the GPA to get in, I still want you guys to write these schools down. Okay. These are your reach schools. Okay. Um, so write these down because you never know what can happen if you don't try. All right. So now keep in mind, all right, when you're making this list, it can't just be places that you want to play baseball at. Now, I know this is, schools that you want to play at, right? But remember, you are going to school, to college to get an education and not to play baseball. Baseball is just simply a bonus to getting your education. Okay, so you need to be able to think about school first, athlete second. All right, that's why they say student athlete, not athlete student. Okay, school first, athlete second. So think about where you actually want to go to school, and then think about, okay, I could play baseball there, that would be a bonus. All right. So that being said, it's important to look into the school's programs and find schools that have a program with something you're interested in. All right. So, for example, if you're someone that's super interested in marketing, then only put schools on your list that have a marketing program, right? That would make sense. You don't want to find schools and then have to look into their programs and say, oh, the school doesn't have a marketing program or whatever it is. And now you're going to that school for no reason. You're going, like I said before, you're going to get your education first. All right. If you don't know what you're interested in, that is totally fine. I had no idea what I was interested in until literally so late. It's normal. If you don't know what you're interested in, it's okay. You're not alone. All right. When I was a junior in high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. The only thing I knew was I wanted to play baseball. So if you're in the same boat as me, no worries. College is kind of where most kids figure out what they're interested in. All right. Um, if you have no idea where to start and you have to narrow your list down, I left this link right here down below to the College Baseball Hub. Okay, so if you click this link right here, you could click in the description of the video. I'll leave it down below for you guys. All right. This is where you can see a map of every baseball school in the country, D1, D2, and D3. All right. Every single school that has a baseball team is on this list. Okay. So if you want help narrowing down your school lists and seeing your options, click this link. This is the best place to go. All right. Um, Start there, and then once you find a school that interests you, search up their programs and possible things that you could major in. All right. And if that fits your criteria of what you're looking for, then add it to your list. All right. All right. So now, if you want, you can pause this video, go build that list of possible schools, reach schools, and dream schools. And then when you're done building that list and you have your list ready and you looked into all the details of the school, what they want to offer, and everything like that, then come back to this video and we can work on the next steps of drafting an actual email and what you're going to be saying to the coaches. All right. So let's get into it. Now that we have our list, okay, you guys built out your list, and we're going to go ahead and build out a draft email that you're going to send to the baseball coaches for those schools that you added to that list. All right. Now, before we start, I just want to say that it's normal to be a little bit nervous reaching out. That's why I'm here to help you guys through it and show you exactly what coaches look for and also what coaches do not want you sending them. It's super, super important. All right. Remember, if there's some schools on your list that you're unsure of or not really confident that you're going to play at, guys, it doesn't matter, right? You miss every shot that you don't take, all right? You have to shoot your shot, all right? The worst thing that's going to happen is that you send the email and they don't respond, but at least you gave it a shot. You never know if you don't try, okay? So, next, let's get into the email, all right? So, I attached an email template in this link, in the link down below for you guys. I have it right here. That way we can kind of go over it together and talk about what you're going to be saying. All right, so before I pull up that link, I just kind of want to go over a few like main points that we want to touch on in the email. All right. So it's really important to give them all the information about you that they want to know. All right. They don't want to, know anything more. Okay. They don't want to know about your parents or your family or, they want to know enough so that they can recruit you. Okay. So this can be something like your GPA, your position, your grade, if you're a righty hitter, lefty thrower, righty thrower, okay? And then add in some links to your perfect game or your profile or other places that you have stats that they could look at your stats and decide and say, oh, okay, this guy could play a little bit. All right. Make sure, I cannot stress this enough. This is huge. Okay. Make sure that you are keeping it short. These coaches get millions of emails from kids. They do not want to spend 10 minutes reading your email or watching a video that you sent them. They want to look at your email and then go to the next one. Okay. Make sure you keep it short because they will overlook your email if it is too long. Okay. Um, Also, keep in mind, right? If you're talented, most good coaches can see that within like 10 seconds of watching your video or hearing about you. Good coaches know talent when they see it. Okay. So as soon as they see your video, as soon as they see your swing, as soon as they see how you move, they're going to know this kid can play. All right. And then also make sure to mention in the email the education aspect of it. Coaches love to see a kid that is not only dedicated to the baseball program, but is also a dedicated student, right? Someone that understands, hey, I'm coming here for baseball, but also coming here for school first, right? School is as important or more important than playing baseball. Okay. College coaches love that because at the end of the day, they know that you are useless to them if you cannot pass your college classes. You can be Babe Ruth. You can be the best player to ever make it into college baseball, but if you don't pass your classes, you are useless to them. Okay. So they want to see a true student athlete. Okay. That being said, let's get into this email. All right. Click that link in the description below. All right. And then let's go over this. All right. So, first thing you want to do is write out the subject line. All right. So, the subject line should say something like 2026 shortstop, um, the name of the school, and the baseball program. All right. So, whatever year that you're graduating, put that first. Say you're, let's say, going to you're sending the LSU coach an email. It would say LSU baseball recruit, okay, interest recruit, whatever, something along those lines, so they know, all right, this is a recruitment email. All right. Now, you want to start off every email with hi coach blank, last name. Make sure to use their last name. If you use their first name, I guarantee you some coaches may just cross you right off the list. Like they want to know that you are professional, right? They want to see professionalism. They want to see a professional email. They don't want to have a conversation like you are having back and forth to your best friend, right? This is an email to a college coach. Be professional. All right. So, hi, coach, whatever, last name right here. Okay. My name is first and last. Okay. I am a, insert your grad year. Okay. Insert your high school name. All right. So, already right off the bat, we're giving them the details that they need within the first sentence. Okay. We are making this super, super easy for them. Okay. Um, Include your city and state, then just kind of talk about, all right, I'm a right-handed pitcher or I'm a shortstop, and then include your GPA. All right. Um, Keep in mind, guys, now everyone's email is going to be a little bit different. Okay. Make sure that your email includes your strengths. Okay. So, for example, if your GPA is not one of your strengths, then maybe leave that out for now until they show you some interest. Because if they see your GPA stinks right now as a junior, and maybe senior year you bring that up, and then this coach can bring you in, right? Because he likes your talent. Um, just make sure to put the stuff in the email that's going to play to your strengths. Okay. I would say that if you have, I mean, depending on the college that you're looking to get into, um, I mean, you don't need a 4.0 GPA to get into many colleges. All right. So next, we're going to talk about um, a few videos. Okay. We're going to link videos and we're going to say a link to short video less than 2 minutes. All right. Make sure you say this and make sure your video is no longer than like 2 or 3 minutes long total. Like, no coach is going to want to spend more than like 5 minutes watching your recruiting video because they have to go through 100 recruiting videos. And they don't want to spend 20 minutes watching little Jimmy from Arkansas take ground balls. Like, make sure your videos are clean. Make sure your videos have reps, like clean reps, and not overdoing it, right? Do a couple swings, like 3, 4 swings is plenty. Do some in-game footage, right? If you're going to do in-game footage, I cannot stress this enough. They don't want to watch your entire at bat. Just put in the video of you hitting the ball and then taking a few steps and then cut the video. They don't want to watch like 5 minutes of your at bat. Okay. They just want to see the swing. They want to see the in game footage. Same thing with your cage swings. They don't want to see your entire round, right? Put in a couple good swings, put in a couple reps in the infield, put in a couple good reps in the outfield, maybe making a couple throws, and that's it. Like, that's what they want to see. Okay. Now, going back to what I said before, make sure you're playing to your strengths, right? So if you know that you're someone that lights up the radar gun with your arm, then find a video of you lighting up the radar gun with with your arm, right? Like, if you're someone that pumps 90 in high school, like, they want to see that, right? If you're someone that hits 100 exit velo in high school, hits 95 exit velo in high school, like, they want to see that stuff. Okay, so put a video of you doing that because now that's going to catch their attention. Now, on the opposite hand, if you're someone that doesn't hit the ball hard, I would not add that stuff in. Right? We want to play to our advantages. All right. So after you add some of those links right here, all right, you're gonna add your perfect game profile if you have one. If not, no worries. Try to add something of a link that shows your high school stats, whether it's a perfect game profile or game changer, whatever it may be, just to give them something to go off of, something that says that you can play. Right? This coach knows nothing about you. They need the details. All right. Um, then you're gonna say down here, this is the part where we want to talk about the school. Okay, so we talked about, we want to play baseball. This is my GPA, this is my position, all that. All right, now we're going to talk about our interests. All right, so you're going to say, I notice as well that you guys have a blank major. All right, so this is where you have to do the research. For example, if you are sending this to LSU, and LSU has a marketing major, say, I noticed that LSU has a marketing major. This is exactly what I'm interested in. Please let me know if there are any upcoming showcases. Okay, so that's the next part. Please let me know if there are any upcoming showcases that I can attend at your school or an opportunity to come visit. All right, so this is a way to kind of like, if they're interested in you, they're going to say, hey, I actually have a showcase coming up next month. You should check it out. All right. So that's something you should definitely do. And because you emailed them prior and you show up to that showcase, they're going to remember and say, oh, I remember this kid. He emailed me and I told him about the showcase. I remember watching his video and I saw he was pumping 90 in that video. So let's see what he could do. And that's kind of something that um, gets the coaches remembering you, right? Okay. So the last thing you're going to say is, after you ask about the showcases, coming for a visit, just kind of round it off and say, willing to work hard and I would be honored to be a part of the program. Okay. Guys, it's super, super important. Make it professional. Don't, like I was saying before, you're talking to a coach that You want to be on their team. Okay. Don't talk to them like you're talking to your best friend or talking to your buddy at school. Okay. This is a coach, a college coach. Be professional. All right. So then you say thanks, comma, you return, and then you put your full name right here. Okay. So thanks, comma, return, full name. Okay. If you don't know how to write an email by now, you should learn. Okay. This is how you write an email. Okay. Then underneath, you're going to add your phone number so he can reach you, your email, which they'll probably already have, but put that in there anyway. And then only add this if it will benefit you, your Twitter handle or your Instagram handle. Do not add your Instagram in here. If you have stuff on that Instagram that coach, that you will not want that coach to see. Okay. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. If you have stuff on your Instagram that is not going to help you get recruited, number one, I would probably take that stuff off. And number two, I would not put your Instagram in this email. Okay. If your Instagram is loaded with baseball videos of you hitting, of you, playing sports, doing stuff like that, great. I think that will benefit you. I also know that even if you don't put your Instagram here, those coaches are still going to search you up. And they're going to find out everything about you if they are interested. So, that being said, if you have stuff on your social media pages, go take that stuff down. Like, it's out there. Even if you're private, it's out there. So, that being said, I'm just going to go through this one more time. So that's kind of the sample one. And then I wrote this out right here. This is just an example. So I'm just going to go through this so you guys can get an idea of exactly what it should look like. Okay. So subject, 2018 outfielder, interest in LSU baseball. Hi, Coach Johnson, last name of the coach. My name is Mike Tornero, using myself as an example. I'm a 2026 grad from New Haven, Connecticut. Okay, boom. I'm a right-handed hitter, left-handed thrower, and an outfielder with a 3.5 GPA, and I'd love the opportunity to be a part of the Tigers baseball program and everything your team is working toward. Okay. I've linked a short video, less than 2 minutes, that shows how I swing, throw, and move. I also included my perfect game profile and link to my stats if you'd like to dive deeper. Okay. They're going to do that either way. If they like you, they're going to dive deeper either way. But having these links there are going to benefit you. All right, so add those links. Then at the bottom, I noticed as well you guys have a marketing program, which is exactly what I'm interested in. Please let me know if there's any upcoming showcases that I can attend or an opportunity to come for a visit. I'm willing to work hard and would be honored to be part of the program. Thanks, Mike Tornero. All right. So this is the email. All right. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. I hope I was able to help you guys. Okay. Remember, if you want this email template, click the link in the description. I left it down there for you guys. Everything's down there for you guys. Keep in mind, guys, you're talking to a coach. I cannot tell you how many times people message me and they're very, very, just too comfortable, right? This is a professional email. So be professional, right? Be grown up, all right? And send these emails, okay? I cannot stress it enough. Go make those lists. Once you get those lists, come back, grab this email template, and send out as many as you can, all right? The more that you send, the better your chances are. And keep in mind, everything you do, they will be watching, all right? So I hope this helped you out a little bit, reaching out to coaches. I've gotten a lot of questions on this. A lot of kids struggle reaching out. So I hope this helped you guys out. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.